If you're seeing this video, it means that you have been selected. Okay, I don't know if you guys have felt it yet or if you have seen or experienced out of this world things yet, but it's about to get really real. It's almost as if the supernatural and the physical are merging. Okay, it's like you're walking in two different worlds. You have your physical world that you are seeing, but a lot of you guys, your consciousness has been raised, almost like a switch has been flipped. And now you can see in other realms or be a part of other dimensions simultaneously while still consciously being in this reality. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Like, and it's an exciting time. Like, it's exciting to see all of the things that we may have felt what happened, like supernatural happenings, or I don't know if you guys have been seeing things happening in the sky, right? There are a lot of signs in the sky. And I believe that the time of the merging of worlds is really playing out in real time. Okay, so pack your spiritual bags because you about to astro travel and you're about to be in different realms and understanding those other realms while having that information here on earth. And it's going to help you get ahead. Y'all need to keep your minds and your hearts and your consciousness open because you're about to get a lot of information. And this information is literally going to put you light years ahead. Okay, so let's get to the center of the reading and see what we got going on for the collective. Oh, the lovers. Wow. Well, this is the Adam and the Eve of the deck, right? So here we're talking about energies merging together to create a third energy. Okay, so it seems as though you're about to meet a very like-minded person, or it can be your alternate self, right? So if you're a female here on earth, you're about to merge into the energy of like that masculine energy or understand that side of yourself. But if this is a partnership, this is you coming together with your energy, someone else coming together with their energy, and then boom, together y'all create a third energy. All right. So some of you guys may actually have like a love romantic partnership coming in too that you didn't expect. But in this alternate reality that you're bringing to this reality, you never really know. Okay, let's see what is crossed by. The Knight of Coins. Some of you guys are about to receive something that has taken a long time for you to get to. You have been trying. I'm seeing you beat away at something or like you're carving something, right? Like you're an artist and you have this clay and you're carving it to be a beautiful statue, right? But it takes time. It takes shaping. It takes molding. It takes you being artistic and being creative. But the payoff at the end is something that's going to last for a very, very, very long time. Now, in this deck, the Knight of Coins, he had just inherited the Astro Train station from his father, but it's broke down. It's has to be rebuilt. And he knows it's going to take years for him to get this railroad back on track, literally. But he's committed to the process. Because he knows, listen, it's going to take some hard work and it's going to take a few years to do it. But when I get to the finish line, I know it will be worth it. And for some of you guys, you're about to hit that finish line that makes you say, I knew it would be worth it. Imagine you had to travel through a wormhole, or you really, let's just say in this reality, you really had to like meditate, get in tune, get into the vibration, and then boom, you made it to that level of consciousness. Now you have that resource, right? I like to look at different levels of consciousness and where you can travel in the astral realms or spiritually. I like to look at that as like resources, right? Like you got a library, that's a resource, right? So for me, having access to different realms spiritually is like a resource. I can go to this library or I can go to that museum, right? And collect that information and use it here on earth. But anyway, some of you guys are about to be in a place where you knew maybe, one day I'm going to get there. It's going to be cool. But boy, when you see what this thing does, I'm so excited. Like, I hope you guys are feeling the energy. And if not, get into this vibe. Catch this vibe. Okay. What you have been working hard towards is going to manifest in a beautiful way that you probably didn't even know it was possible. Let's see what's at the deep root of this thing. Oh, the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups is all about sad. It's about depression. It's about having maybe heartache. Now, this guy here, he was always, that guy. So he created a scenario where he can go to an alternate reality to see what it feels like to be cheated on. So he's sitting at the bar. He looking across the bar. He sees his girl with another man. But he's salty in the moment, but he knows, listen, I have the power to create another reality. Because in this astral traveling deck, they can create their realities and go live in them. And so he just says, you know what? I'm going to go create another reality where she don't even exist. And this is how he's going to get over his heartbreak. So for some of you guys who are sitting in sad or depressing situations, you're about to create a new reality where you don't feel like that no more. It's literally, that's how it's about to feel. It's like you're about to be so elevated that you're like, you know what? I'm going to just create what I want. I don't want to be sad or depressed or heartbroken, or I don't want to be in a reality where things don't go my way. You're going to find out what you want by living a reality that you don't want and then deciding I'm going to go create something else. And this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Now, on the flip side, this could be somebody else, because I'm seeing it with the Knight of Coins. It's like somebody dropped out too fast. Somebody dropped you too fast, or they moved on too fast, or they mishandled you in some type of way, but they see the long-term effect of what you were doing. Some of you guys have been saying something for a long time, or you've been fighting for something for a long time. And it's like you finally reach that pinnacle. You finally reach that, not even the peak, not even where you're going to be. You just finally get the glory on you, like where it shows, where God's glory is shown on you. And it's like, man, if I would have known that the collective was going to become that, or you were going to do what you've done, then I would have stuck around, So somebody else may be looking at you in a way where it's like, man, I see you have moved on, and now they're at the bar. Okay. So take it how it applies. Let's see what happened in the past. Ooh, justice. Okay. Well, like I said, somebody just left too fast. And the karma is, well, you missed the train, literally. Knight of Coins. It's that energy. And this can be friendship, romance wise, all of that. But you know what? The lovers is here. So this is exactly the story. Someone from your past, some ex or something, sees that in the future, you do end up being with somebody else. And they do see you move on. And again, it's the long run. For some of you guys, they say you would never get married. Some of y'all in your 40s, in your 50s. And something just going to come in and all of a sudden you the one. Your number got called to step up to the altar. And ask somebody like, man, I never thought that would happen. Like, I never imagined that. And again, it could be business or friendship wise. Like, man, I should have stuck around if I would have known. But I seen you moved on and you're doing good. And that's the justice. Let's see what's crowning this whole thing. Wow, y'all not gonna believe this. Guess what? The Two of Cups. Are you kidding me? Watch this. You got the Five of Cups. He's sitting at the bar, looking across the bar, seeing his girl with another man. Didn't I just tell y'all that? And then boom, look, that's what he looking at. That's the other side of the bar. And so, like I said, somebody's about to see you move on. Now, the crazy part about it is, in the Five of Cups, he wants to go over there and confront them. But he says, you know what? I'm going to just play it cool. I'm going to just go create another reality where I don't even know her, where she don't exist. But the girl never saw him. So for some of you guys, you have not seen the other person looking at you. Okay, this could be social media, actually physically seeing you with somebody else, or just something. They have some type of access to know what's going on. And you don't know this. You so busy smiling and being happy, moved on, that you didn't even notice. We got the Lovers here. We got the Two of Cups here. It's just like reinforcing the thing that you move on, you do better, things get greater. Okay, your life becomes grand. Let's see what we have in the near future. Oh, and let me just explain this. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about the lovers, the soulmates. In this deck, they're on their first date though. He created a cyber reality where he's going to take her on this nice date and they're getting to know each other. You know, she's into him and he really likes her, but he's trying to play it smooth, you know? So this is what's happening here. Some of you guys may be going out on a date or you may be dating someone right now. Let's see what we have in the near future. Let's say the next 7 days for the collective. Oh, the Death card. And here is where everything changes. I just heard rock the boat. Something's about to happen, and in a good way. I mean, it's like in a good way, like you're about to rock the boat. Some of y'all are about to have a life change so hard or so big that it literally, your life will never be the same again. Okay? Total transformation. Your life is completely turning around. Okay? And this is for the better. Now, in this deck with the Death card, when you're going into these heavenly realms, when you're astral traveling and you get to these cities, you cannot bring certain baggage with you. You can't bring certain vibrations because in these realms, these higher vibrational realms, certain stuff don't exist or it gets zapped out of you. So you have to leave your doubt with Death. He's here to collect. You have to leave your fear with Death. He's here to collect. Okay, all of the things that don't serve your highest good, he's here to collect. So you can drop, that's really good news. Like you can drop your fear, you can drop your doubt. Like how that sound? Is that a good trade? Listen, you can go to these higher realms, you can get these resources, have all this information. You know, this is a wonderful opportunity. The catch is you can't be scared. Is that all right? Fair trade? Is it okay that, you know, you're going to have to believe that you really is that big deal? Is that all right? Because you can't bring unworthiness. You can't bring that. So that sounds like a fair trade. That sounds like a really good deal. In fact, it seemed like Death getting the bad end of the stick. You know? So drop it at the door. Let's see what we got in the fear. Speaking of leaving your fear, what is it that you're about to leave behind? Ooh, the King of Cups. My. So some of you guys, and look, y'all matching. Ooh, child. This is deep. Some of y'all, okay, for some of y'all, this could be divorce. Like you can't bring this next person to the next level. It's a breakup. Like this person cannot go with you. For some of you guys, the King of Cups is somebody from 5 years ago who you still not over. Somebody from 10 years ago who you still not over. Okay. The fear is, what if I never find nobody else like this again? What if I can't, do better than this? What if this is as good as it gets for me? And for some of y'all, let me just be real, because this is real. I'm feeling this from my head to my toes. Nice tingling warm sensation. Some of y'all are leaving men behind. I've touched on this before, where it's like, you know what? This next phase of my life is not about men at all. I'm not just leaving one man behind. I'm not thinking about no ninja at all. None of them. And so maybe your Death card is saying, listen, before you cross over, what are you leaving behind? And for some of you guys, it may be centering men. It may not be leaving men behind, but it may be centering your life around men and more so focusing on your ability to astral travel and see these different realms and collect this information. So take this King of Cups, how it applies. Let's see what it is that you look like during this time. How are you being viewed? Okay, this is our perspective looking at you, collective. What you looking like? Ooh, the Knight of Wands. Now, I just keep saying the same thing. This whole thing is about you being able now to astral travel with your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, through your dreams, however it is that you do this, your meditations, however you get there. Okay. You look like you're going in and out collecting different information that is not usual. This Knight of Wands, he travels interdimensionally for the king and collects all the information from in between the different dimensions, the stuff that the average person would never even know was there. And so him, he kind of young and mischievous, the Knight of Wands. So he see things that he don't even go back and tell the king. So there's a lot of information, lots and lots of information. And you see he has his suitcase. So it's the same energy. It's like the astral travel ability. So somebody knows you're doing something different. It's like the way you access information is just different. Because it's like, where did you get that idea from? How did you know to do it like that? You know how people say, oh, it just dropped in my spirit. Okay, same energy. But it's more like for you, now you get to see the behind the scenes of it. Saying it just dropped in my spirit, that's soothing. That helps the average person understand. But for you, boom, I've been jumping in and out of these different dimensions. I've been riding on different frequencies. I've been reading and studying certain stuff. I've been listening to certain, megahertz, using and combining different elements. However you've been doing what you've been doing it. And they know that's what you look like. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, you're about to be looking like a traveler. This may actually manifest physically, where you guys are about to, for some of you all, you going on tour. You about to be city to city, state to state, country to country, right? You all around the globe. For some of you guys, you're going to get a job where travel is required. Right. So it's a lot of different opportunities open up where you finna be shaking, you finna be moving. And it's all going to be because you had the ability to get into them realms and ride them frequencies so you can manifest right here on earth. Now, let's talk about your hopes. What is it that you need to keep your eyes on the prize for? Okay, Queen of Cups. Ooh, it's twinning them. Yeah, so this is you guys having that intuitive ability. You're young, you're sharp, you're quick with the Knight of Wands. But as far as who you're hoping to become, that girl. I mean, you already that girl, Lord, but this is like really having that physical life to show for it, despite what everybody else in the world may go through. No matter what's happening around you, it's like you're solid. But it's because of that Queen of Cups energy, that intuitive ability, that knowing from the inside. Okay. Being able to kind of be a little bit of an alchemist, and again, blend energies and vibrations, and knowing how to access different things, spiritually speaking, really over inner and understanding the ins and outs of kind of the intuitive abilities that you have, like how to use them. Okay. If you know, but this is what you're headed towards. Remember, I kept saying something that you have been working hard for a long time is about to physically show, but you're not going to have to say anything. It's like you showing up says it all. This is the time when you have to say nothing. I want to point this out too, because as I'm saying this Knight of Wands here with this mask, you know a lot. You see a lot. You have so much. You are a walking resource within yourself. But that mask is telling me that from the outside looking in, you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. And rightfully so. I was getting this, and I hope this helps somebody. You know how sometimes you listen to people and they say, like with Black people especially, they say, we don't tell each other nothing. Like we don't share resources with each other. And I got it. Like that's because all things are not meant to be shared. Some of you guys are about to gain valuable sacred information that you are not to tell. Don't let anybody guilt trip you into sharing what was given to you. I was thinking about a birthday party where if you're at the birthday party, then everybody gets a slice of the cake. But when you open your presents, those are for you. You don't owe nobody your diamond tennis bracelet. I might owe you a little piece of cake and some ice cream and maybe a plate to go home. But my diamonds, no, I don't owe you that. I don't have to share that with you. And this is the same way it's happening with the resources and the information that you're about to be, have access to go get astral travel wise, And you don't have to share that information. You don't have to say nothing. All right. Don't let nobody guilt trip you into sharing your diamonds. Okay. Let's see what we have as let's say next 30 days from now. Oh, the Ace of Cups. Listen, it's a lot of love on the board. I don't know if you said, because I said in the fear position, it's the King of Cups. Am I leaving this person behind? Am I leaving, that whole idea of a king and, that whole thing, like, or a person specifically. And it's just like, it's so much love on this board. It's like you trying to pack your bags and leave, and it's somebody running behind you, slow motion with the violin music playing. I'm like, wait. But little did you know, something was set for an ordained time and place. You're about to have a brand new beginning in love, whether you wanted it or not. And you want to know what I'm saying is going to get you? The fact that the other person is resourceful as well. Okay. There's I'm saying so many resources, but the way this Two of Cups is set up, the way the Lovers is set up, the way Justice is set up with the scales being balanced, it's like everything is in balance now. Like you had to go through whatever you had to go through, and now the balance of your life is here, and it's going to show up in multiple ways. And one of those ways is looking like most definitely a partnership. Okay. And I say partnership, again, equal, where we're doing things that make sense for both. Okay. So Ace of Cups, something brand new. All right. And you do got somebody watching from the background, even if you can't see them. All right. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, the Eight of Swords. What did I just say? You got somebody in the background all up in their head. All up in their head. This Eight of Swords, this guy here, he's at the gym. He thinking about all the opportunities that he passed up. See, this is what's happening in somebody's life. Let me just break this down. It's not just you. It's like you're that one decision that kind of spins things. It's like, man, I should have married that person. And if that person would have married that person, what would their life have been like? Man, I should have, worked with that person on that company when they said, even though they was working out of their garage, they said it was going to be a multi-million-dollar business, but I didn't believe them. And now look at them marching off into the millions while I'm sitting here still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with myself. And there's nothing wrong with not having all the answers. It's just someone is maybe beating themselves up about one of the decisions that they made in their life that had to do with you. Okay. So if this is you in a position like thinking to yourself, oh man, I ruined my life and I ain't never gonna, recover and that's, this card Eight of Swords is all about overthinking, right? You think things are over and done, but you still have a chance to reclaim, your life, your victories. And this is what the other person should understand as well. Like, you just gonna have to keep trying. You just gonna have to, pick up the pieces and move on the best way you can. Like I said, with the Five of Cups, this person was salty and just said, well, I'm gonna just go create a reality where they don't even exist. Then that's how they get over their heartbreak. So however the person is doing what they need to do to get over whatever it is that they missed with you, that's what they're gonna do. But right now it's in the overthinking stages. Okay. So that's what I get for you guys. I hope you guys are out there doing well, feeling fine. It's some amazing things in the works. I myself have a few announcements to make later on at this month, so be in tune with that. And like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one.